What's going on, everybody? Welcome back for the 12th episode of the Refreshing the Feed podcast. My name's Matthew. His name's Andrew. We got our producer Matt with us again today, and we're refreshing your feed so you don't have to. All right, Andrew, we have a long-awaited week. It's been a while. It's been 2 weeks since you've been on, right?
I just missed one episode, Matthew.
I
guess 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks, yeah. We had Jimmy last week. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy fact, Matt was here last week. We were talking about DMX. I was talking about DMX with Jimmy, and he was in like critical condition, and he was on life support at the time. All of a sudden, I'm talking to whatever. Jimmy's like, "Oh yeah, cool, DMX, whatever." And then I go home, I was at home later that night.
12 hours.
12 hours later. 12 hours later. 12 hours later.
Excited.
Yeah, he's fucking amped.
No, I'm not excited.
12 hours later, I look up on the phone, and I was like, I looked up on Twitter, and I was like, holy fuck, like, he's dead.
It was confusing because even originally when he was in critical condition, people were, like, some people were saying, like, rest in peace and stuff, and then it came out, and his manager was like, no, like, he's not dead. He's just critical condition, and then... Damn.
Well, the whole time, I was checking out, like, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, like even like 2, and it was just like rest in peace. And then there was tons of people being like, oh, like verified people, like whatever, right? They're like, oh yeah, you don't even know for sure he's not dead, whatever, it's all lies. He's still on life support and whatever. Like his family hasn't pulled the plug yet, but eventually it ended up dying. Like, but his manager kind of jinxed DMX. Yeah, that's fucking terrible.
You didn't kill him, but
we jinxed it. Unlucky. Well, like life support is like when you're at that point, it's like
it's tough.
I don't think it's like there's a high chance.
DMX, very unique voice. DMX was awesome.
And he was like at the time it was like everyone saw that video of him. I don't know what festival that was.
Oh, the fucking
like that festival. That like a million festival. People.
That's the most like iconic DMX.
Yeah, that's like the second most. That's like the second biggest crowd of people I've ever seen in my life.
So many fucking.
What was the one?
It looks like endless.
Endless, looks like a sea of people.
There's no way. Yeah, that was a festival, right?
Yeah.
Because there's no way that many people were just there.
What was the one? Live Aid.
Yeah. Is that what it was?
No. Live Aid was the one with like the Beatles and not the Beatles, Queen and fucking.
Was it? They had like every once in a while,
like a sick lineup.
2000s they had one for like SARS. You know what was even a cool recent one? I don't know if you watched the Love for Manchester or whatever. Remember Ariana Grande after a concert? There was like that
there was a bombing,
and then they did like the charity thing. That was a really good one too. They had
I didn't see that.
Really good. Oh, it was really cool.
That thing was crazy though. The bombing threat.
Yeah, that was fucked up. Ariana Grande. It wasn't a threat. People died.
There was a bomb.
A bomb went off.
That was crazy. That was what? That was outside of the stadium.
The stadium. Yeah, people were like.
No, Live Aid. Like even in the Bohemian Rhapsody like documentary, the movie.
Yeah.
They just like you see like all these people, like it looked like millions of people.
I feel like
so many people.
When Rona's like done, when world is vaccinated and like Rona's like not as prevalent, like there's definitely going to be an event like that, and it's going to be massive.
Well, yeah,
right?
like everything's going to be like that.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like live events are going to go crazy, but they will throw like an event like that 100%.
Oh yeah. Well, it depends. It depends. It would be like either like Rolling Loud or Coachella or Digital Dreams or one of those music festivals, something like that. Tomorrowland, same shit. It's going to be like exploding with people. Like just so many people.
Oh yeah, every event is going to explode.
There's places right now where you can go and you can have like that many people, not that many people, but like a lot of people in the crowd, like Australia and shit.
Even in the States, oh my God, what's the Texas baseball team?
The Rangers?
The Rangers, yeah. Texas Rangers. They had like full capacity stadium when they were playing the Blue Jays like a couple of weeks ago or last week or something. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, which is wild to think.
Yeah, imagine being the Blue Jays.
You know what fucking
being like,
sucks?
Oh, fuck.
I seen today too. Canada, this is the first time Canada surpassed the States
in the like most cases,
daily COVID cases. Shit.
It's fucking terrible.
Because like you kind of always like, or at least I would always like laugh at the States and be like, oh man, they're so like chaotic and stuff. They don't know what they're doing.
And you see like videos and shit of them like partying.
Like us. Yeah,
it's unlucky. There was another death like shortly. I think it was like after or before.
It was
Prince
after.
Philip. Prince Philip.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was Prince Philip that died.
Matt, when did DMX pass, and when did Phil died on the 9th? I know that just because
9th is correct.
Yeah. When did DMX pass?
It was. I also believe it was the 9th. I'm gonna double check. Give me a moment.
Bro,
Take
Taken. Yeah, I think they might have.
That's crazy.
Taken. I saw the rudest meme and like the dark humor, like the dark humor ones, and it was like a DMX and Prince Philip in the gulag right now.
Oh no.
Oh my god, bro! I'm not gonna lie. I don't like memes like that, but
okay, Prince Philip died 99 years old.
Yeah, bro,
listen, the wind blows the wrong way when you're 99.
Yeah.
And it's going to get dicey for you. But you're pissed that you didn't hit 100.
Yeah, you're furious.
Almost hit 100. Oh, that sucks so much.
Yeah.
Because
you're right at the finish line.
Yeah,
you're
that's
right at
such
the finish
a big
line.
milestone to hit 100, to be 100
That's triple
years
digits,
old.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, and you passed right before.
That's so unlucky.
April 9th, that was right, by the way.
April 9th, they both passed on the same day. Listen, royal family, though, I don't really give a fuck about them.
Yeah, well.
Do you care about the royal family?
No, like, they
even before like the Meghan Markle stuff. Did you care like when there was a wedding and shit?
No.
Never.
Well, like most people in like the UK are like all God Save the Queen and all that, but like here because we are like have to kind of sort of we're kind of somewhat obligated, but like I've never really like cared enough to say like, oh my God, what happened or whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah. It was always like Meghan Markle and Harry always made the news, so I was like, okay, right. let me see what they're up to or whatever. Like if I see it, but for the most part, it was like I really don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Like who cares? But that Oprah interview that was like 2 hours, something like that.
Yeah, it was long ass.
It's super interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like cool. Like
that was like an event though.
Yeah, it was a huge event.
That was huge.
But that there's so much corruption behind that family.
100%.
Like it's all corrupt.
Like the news came out, and this is gonna sound terrible about like, she was telling about how like insensitive they were and stuff, and like
to race and
stuff. And it wasn't really surprising to me.
No,
it was like I could see.
No, definitely.
Like it was disappointing, definitely disappointing. Because it's like I
want them to I kind of sort of expected it.
They're supposed to be royalty. Like these people have their head up their ass. Like,
like you kind of like experience. Okay, number one, you want any like the most credible sources. Them obviously Meghan and Harry. Yeah, like they were it. You know what I mean? Yeah, like they were like you can't. It's not like TMZ's reporting. It's like that. Like it's true. You know what I mean? So that's shit that I expected, and you see it like obviously behind closed doors. They definitely say the worst shit. The worst shit.
Yeah, because they live in such like privileges.
And such like an old mentality.
Could you imagine growing up a royal?
No, I can't. Because that would be
I wouldn't want to, right?
I would.
Okay, if you had the option, but if you had the option to be like Kim Kardashian's kid, or a celebrity's kid.
No, definitely a royal.
A royal? I would.
Yeah,
not.
Definitely a royal.
I would not.
Just because, like a kid, I would definitely like overthrow my family and just like hit them with all like the new Gen Z shit, you know, like just fuck all your insensitive.
Yeah, but they don't get the fucking like, they don't get exposed to that shit though. Like you're homeschooled, like you don't have.
It's you're all by yourself. Like you're literally just in your palace all the time.
You actually do go to school. There's like private schools
for like people in the royalty
and stuff. Yeah.
Well, like fucked. Well, like still, even those kids, they're definitely like socially different. Like 100%. If you think like we're saying like, oh, I would love to, because then I would teach them like how to be like normal, whatever. Yeah. But when you're a kid,
when you're living that,
same thing like Harry. Like Harry even says it. He's like I grew up in it.
To everything
yeah, because he grew up in it, right? Yeah. So like that's I don't know. I would definitely like.
Sorry to cut you off. Yeah. Have you ever seen that video? I don't know why. Every time I think of like the royals, I think of just like the most like unathletic like people.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen? Do you know what video I'm going to talk about? Have you ever seen the video where Prince William and Prince Harry are doing some like obstacle course, and fucking Prince Harry is fucking killing it. Like, he was on, like, the Navy and shit.
Yeah.
And he's, like, fucking climbing over walls and, like, on his stomach and stuff. And then, like, Prince William's, like, on this, like, beam, like, walking, and there's, like, 10 people around him, like, per thing. And it's like, oh, you're such a loser.
Yeah.
You're such a
Yeah, you
loser.
expect them to be, like, unathletic at all.
Yeah, right? Like, like, out of the two, Prince Harry got the better deal, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
like, you're
definitely.
still Prince. You still get all, like, the money and shit and all, like, the perks. But it's like, damn, I don't have to be king. That's sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, like, I don't know. Then you get, like, hungry. You know what I mean? Like, you want that. Like, some people, like, want that. Though? Yeah, some people would want that, I think.
Yeah, see, that's why I wouldn't want...
The
like,
king of the fucking...
I don't give a shit about, like, power. Like, power never, like...
Yeah, but some people definitely...
Yeah,
people
100%
yeah,
there's people.
Definitely people.
But, Chewy, did you end up finding the video?
I'm looking for it.
Yeah. No, that's... Yeah, I expected exactly. But if you think about it, what's the kid's name? The son's name? Harry's son?
Harry's son? Oh.
Archie.
Damn, I'm sick with the Royals.
Good.
I'm
Sick. You're
nuts.
sick. Archie's definitely going to live, like, a crazy life.
Yeah, well,
only because he's just gonna.
The thing with that is, like, they're not granting him, like,
life security.
like
security or funding
shit.
or whatever.
So
it
then
is.
that means he doesn't get, like, security and stuff, which is kind of fucked because there are crazy people out there, like, gunning for this kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, if you think
like,
about it, if he doesn't, he's just like kind of like a regular person after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're just
like what separates you. Like you were just a descendant.
There's gonna be crazy people
that are just like, put a knife to your throat and give me 500,000. You know what I mean? Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, if they really wanted to, the Queen's Guard just snipe you in the face, like literally.
Yeah, but they're not
protecting him.
Well,
if you're telling me that, like, they wouldn't send reinforcements if there was if someone kidnapped Archie.
Oh, yeah.
How bad does that look on you as, like...
They would have to. There'd be no way. But to get to that point, that sucks ass.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Well, if they don't, then it's like...
Well, this has been such a black eye to them, to the royal family.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, huge.
Yeah, it looked really bad. I enjoyed the interview. I thought, like, Oprah is such, like, a...
Oprah's a master interviewer.
Not even a master interviewer. Okay, number one, because she kind of just, like, comes at you. Like, no problem. Yeah. She's not like that TMZ type of interrogating, but she sort of just like comes right at you.
She makes you feel like a friend or whatever, like you're just talking.
Yeah.
But she won't like drop shit.
Yeah.
Like, I think there was one thing in the interview where I think she was asking like specifically like who.
She's like, and then Megan was like, I can't specify.
They kept thinking, but then she kept like coming back to it, like, is there? And then they eventually said like it wasn't Philip or the Queen, like that's all we'll say, it wasn't them.
Yeah. No, it was crazy. I was
sorry. Speaking of rest in peace.
Yeah.
But does it suck being the Queen's like husband?
Yes.
Because you kind of have to take a back
seat right now
with like power and stuff.
Right now, I think that like the entire like with over the last like 50 years or so, like beyond our parents, I think it's like that should be okay. But in the like being the Queen's husband, you know what I mean? Instead of the king being the Queen's husband, sort of, right? Like I still feel like that is okay right now, but like 50 years ago, like that looks like
it must have been.
You look like you as the guy, you look terrible. You know what I mean? Like that makes you completely demasculating.
Yeah, so emasculating.
Emasculating. I said D.
Whatever.
I said D. I know I'm probably wrong. But you know, like that, it would make me it would make me feel like shit because if she's my queen and
good,
whatever,
you get fucking take all the responsibility.
Yeah, just have it, bro. Not even take the responsibility. If she's the shit, like that's her, bro. Like allow it, and I'm just
the whole thing is just stupid.
Well, that can relate to like people like right now. You know what I mean? Like in our society, like
like
same shit.
If your wife's like a CEO,
if your wife is the breadwinner,
and you're like a stay-at-home father.
And I think people don't care a lot anymore.
No, now it doesn't really matter.
Like,
but yeah, back in the day,
our parents' age, it's like the guy's got to go to work and the mother can stay home and cook and whatever. And but now it's like whoever makes the money, whoever's more successful, that's what it is, right? But it still follows that trend. There's always one more successful than the other. Like there's always that one little thing, right? It's never like, okay, they're both at the same level. One stays at home, one actually works. It's like they're never at the same level. It's always whatever. But rest in peace. But unfortunately, they died both on the same day.
Yeah, both on the same day.
Yeah, it's crazy. Unfortunate. Speaking of royalty, I want to talk about if you heard about Game of Thrones, and they were going to release another prequel, or they're going to do a prequel for one of the show.
Yeah, they started like casting for it and stuff. It's called
Fire in the House? No.
Fire in the House. No, it's something like that though. House of Fire.
House of Fire.
Yeah. Wait, that sounds so close to House of fucking Cards.
No, it's definitely Fire in the House.
House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon. Fuck.
House of the Dragon. Hold on. Pause real quick. House of the Dragon is a fire Chinese restaurant. House of the Dragon? Are you kidding me?
Is it like actually one, or you're just saying that's a sick name?
No, I'm saying that's a sick name
that is a sick
for
name.
like a Chinese restaurant.
That is
like,
a sick name.
Could you imagine?
House of the Dragon?
I looked it up like you did. Just ask me, bro. I'll look it
up.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, this guy.
I'm a little jealous.
Yeah, House of the Dragon. That I would start a thing.
That's a great Chinese restaurant name.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
So good. Okay, Game of Thrones though. You watched it? I watched it. You loved it?
I loved everything except the ending.
Okay.
No. I loved it. I liked it.
No.
I didn't love it. I liked it.
I loved it.
I loved it for a period.
The last season, I was holding on so hard, and then the last season, the last episode, killed me, Matthew. It was like top 3 favorite shows of all time, and then that ending was so. There's never been.
I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was okay. I thought the ending was okay. I didn't think it was like.
It was so stupid. That whole show set up so many
different,
so many storylines, and just wrapped them up so quick. Nothing fucking mattered. Nothing mattered, and I've never been more upset. So this fucking House of the Dragon might as well be a fucking Chinese restaurant because I don't give a fuck. I hate it. The guys, the two, I don't know the director names, but the two, there's like 2 directors who did the last season. Or I don't know if they did all of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, they got
just the last season. They apparently rushed Game of Thrones because they were hired to do a Star Wars project. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so everybody was like pissed at them because they like everybody feels like they rushed Game of Thrones because they wanted to get started on this Star Wars project, and then Game of Thrones was so fucking bad that they got fired from their Star Wars project.
Oh my god.
Disney was like, you know what? We don't want to continue with you guys, like whatever. And they didn't even fucking get that, and I fucking hate them.
Yeah.
I hate them.
Well, shit, like I thought it was number one. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was the worst thing I've ever watched. I thought it was
just.
I thought it just like wrapped it up. It wrapped it up. The only thing that gets me a little angered is that like I get the whole production process. I get you're traveling across the world and different things and with editing and CGI, everything takes long. I get that, but to release like 6 episodes every 3 years.
It wasn't 3. It was 1 year. Bro, there was a gap. Yeah, there was
a 2-year gap almost.
Was a gap. I forgot about that too.
There was a giant 2-year gap,
and there was no Rona. Yeah. I don't understand if there was Rona. There was no Rona.
Okay, so this is the way I approach. If I were on the set of Game of Thrones, let's say I'm the director. I'm the lead director. So I have, let's say, I have 4 episodes. Right, and I have 4. So I release the 4 episodes. They come out over a course of 4 weeks, right? Yeah. So that's 1 month. Of worth of episodes. No, they come out every week. Yeah.
They
came out every week.
They did. Every once in a while, there was like one lurky one.
So let's say for example, it takes me 6 months to film 3 episodes. Yeah. Does that seem reasonable? Cool. That seems reasonable.
So 3 episodes, 6 months. That's a lot.
That's more than I'm giving extra. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm giving extra. With everything set and all that. Yeah. And they had a lot. Let's say 6 months. Let's say 6 months, right? So you have 12 episodes, right? In 3 years, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years. I'm fucking tweaking. Whatever it is.
Whatever.
No. What did I say? 3 episodes in 6 months.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
So 3, 6, 9, 12. 2 years. Okay. You have 12 episodes in 2 years. Okay. Why the fuck is it taking so long?
You know what I think it was?
That entire time you could, you know what I mean? Like they only released 6 episodes during that time.
It was such a popular show. Like when Game of Thrones was on, everyone was tweeting. Everyone was tweeting.
I know, but you lose your
it.
fan base.
I don't think so. I think that's why they did it. They were like, the anticipation is going to be so big for these fucking episodes to come out that, like, it doesn't matter. Let's fucking take our time. And then they wrap the shit up.
Well, like,
it sucked.
The only way I think of it is, like, that agitates me as a viewer, number one.
Having to wait that long?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is frustrating.
And it's not going to make me go buy merch. It's not going to make me go...
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It'll make me watch it again. That's what I think. They make you, like, wait so long that you forget what's happening.
And you have
to watch it again. I think that's the whole thing.
I don't know.
I think that's the whole plot and the whole...
Such a fucking... There's never been a show that's died that hard. Like, nobody remembers Game of Thrones. Nobody talks about Game of Thrones when it was, like, a weekly thing and, like, it was a huge event. And nobody gives a shit because it ended so fucking poorly.
Yeah.
Well, so that's why these prequels, man, are tough.
Well, there was, for a brief moment in time, The Walking Dead was the shit. It
was huge, yeah.
Like season 3, 4.
Walking Dead, I think Walking Dead went on... I don't know what do you think the problem with Walking Dead is?
A lot of people said that it was just... No, a lot of people just said it was too repetitive. Yeah. They go somewhere, it gets taken over by bad guys, they kill the bad guys, they move on. Zombies intrude, and I
feel like they had a lot of filler episodes where it was like
just somebody walking in the fucking woods, killing people. Yeah, it was super
just a slow episode, and it's
but
like,
that's
you got 2 minutes of like story progression in every episode.
But and
then there was one really good episode.
Yeah, but that's what I guess that's how they keep like consistently 1 week. Yeah. It sacrifices the content, right? So I get what the whole the process is, and I get that. But originally, in like season 3 or 4 of Walking Dead,
it was huge.
The director, the screenwriters came on and said we have like 10 years of fucking 10 years of things.
Novel.
It was a graphic novel.
Game of Thrones too. What kind of fucked it was up until I don't know what season. I want to say like 6. They had the books as like a reference.
Yeah.
And then fucking George R. Martin didn't write anymore. Nope. He didn't finish them. He was like, yeah, I'm going to finish them, blah, blah, blah. And nothing.
Yeah, 0.
So it's like you leave it to these two guys who didn't.
Shit.
Yeah. Even though George R. Martin was like a co-writer or whatever. But like still like, fuck.
Yeah, it's rough.
Shit.
Well, I don't know. I thought it was okay. I just don't think. But still,
I thought it was so disappointing. Like it was like top 3 favorite shows.
After all that time, it was disappointing.
I don't even tell people to watch it anymore. Like if they ask for a show,
it's a lot. If you think about it, it's a lot of screen time.
So many hours. Game of Thrones was so good. Do you remember like the Red Wedding and stuff?
Yes.
Like that was huge.
Yes.
Like the fact that main character, like no one was safe. Any main character could die was like so huge in a TV show. And then that's the same thing they built up to just went to waste.
I feel like that's key, like those drama style, battle style TV shows. Like anyone can, if anyone can die at any time, like The Walking Dead, their biggest flaw was not being able to kill someone like Rick. Like
until recently.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, unfortunately, but for the longest time, it was for the longest time.
They had plot armor. You knew they weren't gonna die because they made
exactly. No, I don't know if you've watched we talk about WandaVision a lot, but also the Falcon and the Winter Soldier was there's some news about it recently that it got canceled. Not canceled, but there's 4 episodes out. It's on Disney Plus. There's 4 episodes out. There's one coming out soon. One more coming out in a couple of days, and then there's only one more after that. So there's 6 episodes.
Yeah. Which originally was supposed
to be 9.
9 episodes, yeah.
Right? And they don't know if they don't know if there's another season or anything like that. But for the first season, there's 9. Will be potentially. Season. There's a lot of.
What do you think of the show?
Okay, number 1, I think the show is a lot like the movie, like Captain America movies.
Yeah.
Very battle, very combat. Like it's not very like sci-fi. It's not like super like it's supernatural.
More, like,
it's much more realistic. And like the whole super soldier serum is like kind of like a sci-fi lunge, but not really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like it. Like I like Bucky. I don't like Anthony Mackie as a person because of what I've read about him online.
Oh, is he a dick?
Apparently he's a dick.
Oh.
That's what I've seen, and like I watched like tons of videos and whatever, and of him being like an asshole or whatever, and then he treats Tom Holland like shit. I don't know if they're joking around, but
I've seen.
You've seen those? Like he treats Tom Holland like shit and whatever and all that, but his character is kind of like him in real life. Somewhat. He's kind of a dick.
A little arrogant.
Yeah, a little bit of it. A little arrogant.
I see it.
But okay, so there's like I don't know if it was true, but after watching, there's like New Rockstars does a breakdown. They talked about it. So there was in the Falcon and Winter Soldier last week, there was a scene where they were transporting vaccines, and if you see it, New Rockstars breaks it down. There's different things that are missing. They dub over voices, different things. They did a lot of editing in post to make sure that the episode ran and finished out smoothly. But there's a lot of things missing, scenes, critical elements of that last episode, the one that was just released, that completely wipes out an entire storyline.
So why did they do it?
So number one, they said they did it because of COVID and they can't film because of the Czech Republic.
They had to cut shit short.
Yeah, and the Czech Republic, and there's all.
So they had to cut something.
They had to cut production, right?
Yeah.
So there's that, but there's also the fact that there's speculation that the storyline is too close to the one of the actual pandemic.
Oh, like the vaccines,
like the vaccines,
Rona and stuff.
And they said it's gonna spark some controversy, and the way it was dealt in the actual episodes.
Well, the whole like Winter Soldier thing with like the undertones of like race and stuff is like really relevant in like today's world. Like that's
I think,
cool.
bro. I think that shit's real. I don't know if you believe in that.
What?
I think like Russian spies.
Okay.
Not like actual programmed Russian spies, but
Russian spies.
Well, Bucky is a Russian spy that's programmed.
Oh, okay, I didn't know where you're going.
Yeah,
with that.
the Winter Soldiers
all right, I got you. Yeah.
Sleeper agents, bro. Like
Hey,
I think that shit. I think that shit's real. I think that shit's real.
Yeah,
like, I think it
100%.
happens. Whether the sleeper, not like
Bucky
Agent 1, 2, 3, 4, like fucking rise from the dead. You know what I mean? Like they don't just wake up when you say the code word. But like I feel like there's like tons that are just like in like just hiding.
During the Cold War, there was like a shit ton of fucking spies and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It creeps me out that could actually be a possibility, and that the whole concept of like the super soldier serum and the way that whole thing works, it's kind of like Captain America, like I don't know, is different, so different. You know what I mean? His style of fighting and stuff like that, it wasn't like he was relying on that super soldier serum. You know what I mean? It was never even mentioned.
Yeah, that's like the whole point with like the big like difference between him and this new. I don't even know his fucking name.
He's a fucking loser, John something. Can you look up the new guy's name?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Speaking of, did you see the new Russian armor that apparently stopped like a 50 cal bullet?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that video online.
Insane. Like
yeah, that was crazy.
Russians.
I saw it.
Have you seen it? Have you seen what it looks like?
No, I haven't seen it.
On the screen just like really quick, but like, look at it.
Yeah, they look like fucking Halo characters.
Yeah, dude, you're just.
It's not as bulky as I thought it would.
No, they look like Halo characters. They look like straight out of Call of Duty.
So, do you think this is like future combat?
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, it's just
until you can take a shot from a tank right to the chest and survive. We are not at the peak of combat technology.
Yeah.
Until you can.
But
take
then at that point, what's the point? What's the point of fighting?
Nukes get bigger.
I guess that's good. Yeah, that's fuck.
That scares me.
Nukes get bigger. That doesn't really scare me. That's just kind of like protection.
No.
If I saw like a
weapons,
nuclear
like laser fucking beams.
Yeah, to be honest, we have no idea what the U.S. and Russia and other countries have in the ground. They have some nukes that'll just tear us apart.
Have you seen like the invisibility cloak stuff?
No.
Like technology stuff? Have you seen that?
No, what?
Yeah, it's cool. Can you look that up? Just put like real life military like invisible, but it's like wild. The technology that like the military and stuff have is crazy.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of money being pumped into that industry.
So much money. That industry is
for the longest time in the U.S. That was like
back around. That's how Tony Stark made his money.
Yeah, there you go.
Like this,
sir. That is red and
biotechnology.
green?
No, that's like infrared.
No, it's infrared. And
it's like quantum stealth.
No, I thought I seen. It was like.
Well, it makes them seem invisible under infrared.
Yeah.
Under like thermal scopes and shit.
Yeah, but that's not.
That makes sense. That definitely makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, one thing I did wanted to talk about actually that now that we're here, I want to mention it. It blew my fucking mind. It blew my mind, and I don't know. People are saying it's fake. People aren't believing it.
Oh no!
Please tell me you've seen the I think it's a chimpanzee that's using the Neuralink.
Oh no. Never mind.
Yeah,
I thought you were fucking talking.
You saw it?
I thought you were talking about that monkey fucking eating the snacks.
I'll explain it to you. So Elon Musk, you've heard of the Neuralink
Oh, is
chip?
he playing Pong?
He's playing fucking Pong.
Oh, I have seen that. Okay, explain.
Matt, you gotta pull up the
I
video.
just seen a clip of this monkey playing Pong. But walk me through it. What is it?
So there's the monkey's playing Pong, right? On this thing, on this like a blowtorch. It looks like like a pipe.
It's feeding him banana. So what it is?
Banana. So he stays.
When he hits the.
So like when he hits the thing, it feeds him like bananas and stuff. Or banana like smoothie.
But he has. So they give him a thing. They give him a joystick to play with, right? Yeah. Watch the thing. Mind Pong. Monkey Mind Pong. Elon Musk going fucking crazy for this. He's loving this.
He's a 9-year-old macaque who had a Neuralink.
A 9-year-old macaque.
But he's doing this like brain teaser, and he's clicking it with his hand, and every time he hits the square, it feeds him banana smoothie.
Okay, I heard something a few years ago where it was like where like primates are now is where they're in like our caveman era. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like where we were, yeah.
Andrew, this fucking blows my mind. This blows. If this is real, if this isn't fucking botched, and that's not a recording of someone else actually playing.
No, I think it is.
This is crazy.
Look at the joystick.
I know the joystick gets unplugged.
Oh, does it?
So he plays like this for a while. He plays like this for whatever. Then there's another. The video after it shows the joystick's unplugged, and he literally is playing with his mind. That's that. If that's true, okay. If
what do you mean he's playing with his mind?
Watch. Fast forward in the video, and the thing is, so he has the Neuralink chip implanted in his brain, or in his mind, whatever.
Oh, okay.
The thing's unplugged, bro, and he's still moving it.
He's just using it as like a. Okay, I got you. Damn, that's wild. That's fucked. We don't want that.
No, I'm good.
That's incredible. If that's true, Andrew, if that's not true, I'm going to be extremely upset.
Okay, hold on. Are you excited about the progressions of monkeys? Or are you excited about
imagine what I can do with this. Imagine
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying fuck getting monkeys smarter.
If he puts his banana smoothie in front of my mouth and he asks me to play Pong, I am the whiz of Pong. I am the genius of Pong. I invented Atari. I'm the king of Pong if I can have a banana smoothie like that. Yeah. Imagine what humans can do with this.
Yeah, that's wild. Well, that's what Elon Musk was talking about that on Rogan.
Yeah, about it can help cure Alzheimer's and other things, right?
Or detect shit.
Yeah, so the biggest thing for me, right, when I saw him moving that dot around, getting to the next square, right, the biggest thing for me was, imagine if I can do that with pinpoint accuracy with the scope of a gun.
Scope of a gun. There's surgery. Could you imagine
surgeons? The scope of, but you can also have machines that'll do surgery that can just pinpoint it, right?
Yeah, I guess.
And I guess you can have like automated things for that too. But I'm saying me.
Yeah.
Imagine being like an army vet, and then having all your soldiers shot, and then see this.
Yeah, but then that's fucked too.
And it's like some guy that's not holding the gun, he's just pressing the trigger, and it's just killing all of them. Well, it exists already. Like, it's an automated gun. It's based off targets and shit. But you know what I mean? Like, him not even like, he's just thinking about it, and it's just going.
Trying to think of like day to day, what would you
use that for? Everything. Yeah. Well, turn my coffee maker on.
Typing. Yeah.
Typing
essays and shit.
Typing essays. I go into my house and my garage door opens.
But
I turn my car off.
Does this become like obsolete? Like talking, having conversations, like using like or do we just are we just mind?
We're walkie talkies,
talking and fucking each other.
Bro,
you know what?
My mind is blown. My mind
is
blown.
And then if there's like a frequency and stuff, you get fucking hacked and shit.
Oh, imagine getting malware in your brain.
Yeah, that's cancer. No. I'm not. I'm saying like.
Yeah, no. I guess that's what it would be, right?
Throwback to episode. I remember it clearly because throwback to episode 16 of your sister's favorite podcast with me and Vincenzo Romeo. We talked about
We don't
this.
fucking.
Oh, do we?
We talked about this. A chip in your brain. You were all for it.
I was all for it.
Yeah,
I'm still all for it.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
I don't know if I'd be all for it.
I'm all for it.
I think it's too much.
I don't think I would get it myself, but I'm all for the
What point? Yeah, do you become like you're not
a
human
cyborg.
anymore?
As soon as it goes in your head, you're a cyborg.
Yeah, right. Like that's fucked.
Because
so
because
you wouldn't do it.
right now, the people say we're cyborgs because our phones are attachments of us and
Yeah, but that's nothing.
nothing.
Think about how far phones have come in the last like 20 years.
Exactly.
Could you imagine 20 more?
Bro, I don't know. My mind is absolutely fucking blown.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, when I saw that guy playing Pong like that, I said, there's absolutely no way. There's no way that could have been that he wasn't plugged in. At first I thought it was obviously like some stupid shit. Elon Musk is tweeting, everyone's going crazy.
I seen it. I just thought it was was like, oh, okay, cool. They taught this monkey how to like.
Okay, so now you talk about athletics.
Yeah.
What does this do for your motor skills? Number one, if I can pinpoint,
yeah.
all of athletics go to shit.
Do they?
They go to shit in 30 years from now. If I can put a chip in my brain and program my motor skills to shoot a basketball seamlessly
I get you.
into a net,
Yeah.
from fucking 18 yards, contested or not, just my motor skill. I don't have to. I can close my eyes. Just my motor skills know the exact
why
pressure.
I don't think this will ever become a thing. Is because if Apple creates this fucking chip, right? Let's just say Apple's the company fucking thing. Like, no one could trust it. You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking shit.
I don't think that's the downfall though.
I think that's the downfall. Is like trust. Is like people knowing your fucking thoughts.
No, I don't think that's the downfall.
Like privacy. I think the biggest concern is privacy.
I don't think that's the downfall
They
though.
already say it. I mean, Apple's whole thing is privacy on your iPhone, right? Like that's their whole thing.
Well, the only thing is, so your thoughts or whatever you're saying or whatever you're thinking and whatever is happening has to be converted into digital data.
Mm-hmm.
That digital data has to be stored somewhere.
How much processing power that will take?
A gross amount of processing power, like a gross amount. But still, that digital data is accessible at any form. By someone who can actually get it. Obviously, it's not going to be inaccessible because then it wouldn't be achievable. You can't get it. So there's always that idea of it being. But if you go on a massive scale, right? If you're not connected to a network, which I don't think would even be possible to have all that shit work without being connected to a network. That's the only way you keep your privacy is if your tasks and the things you're thinking that are going through this chip are just staying within the actual it's like you're using your computer with the internet off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No one can track you with your internet off. You know what I mean? I can run software and have no internet. I think that's the pinnacle of this brain type of technology.
I think we'll see the world go to shit if it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like the amount of protests and
definitely,
stuff.
I'd love to see it. I would be so excited to see it. It'd be crazy.
Yeah, it would be cool. It
would be not the world go to shit, but it would be crazy.
I think the greatest thing to come out of that would be like detecting like cancers and like.
Oh yeah, the medical research for sure.
Always having those like medical scans on would be fantastic.
Yeah, that'd be like the most beneficial.
But then there's like you got to weigh the pros and cons, right?
Yeah, like a little report you get. It's like, urine was too dehydrated.
Yeah, you have a fucking app on your smartphone, and it just does like a daily.
That's the future.
Just does a daily
that is the future
of you.
I'd love that.
Like, hey, listen, like
I'd love that.
You have a blood clot in your fucking whatever.
I'd love that. I would fucking love it. I don't know. People would hate that. People would hate being a cyborg or whatever. Yeah, I would love it.
There's some advantages and there's some things I'd fucking hate.
What was that movie? It was all the rich people went to space. And
Elysium.
Elysium or something.
Elysium.
Right, and they had like
Matt Damon, right?
Yeah, they had like the scanner. It scanned your body and cured everything.
Yeah. You lie. Yeah, it's fucked.
That's crazy. Imagine like what.
That would be the thing too. That would be the giant problem too. Is it
population control?
No, it's the rich versus poor, right? Is this chip going to be $50,000
or $1 million?
Or is there going to be a $1,000 chip, a $50,000 chip thing? Is there going to be a new fucking chip every 3 years?
And then what do you base it on? Functionality is the price based on what you can and can't do. Yeah,
fucked up.
Yeah, it'd be very difficult.
Yeah, like you know how you were saying, like even with that health scan shit, I was saying, right? Like, oh, that chip is $50,000. You know what I mean? Like people are going.
They were part of a video game at that point. It's like having a med kit on you.
It's fucked.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like some people have like a stim or.
Point.
I would love it.
I don't know.
I would love it. Imagine how many people.
And cool, and I think it could do a lot of good, but I think like
imagine how. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people wouldn't die. Number one.
That's what we think.
I guarantee
I think
it.
terrorist attacks would be fucking so wildly different. Like they would fucking have like some frequency and everybody fucking passes out and fucking dies because their brain just exploded.
Yeah, just hackers or some shit. But I still think like, number one, you'd lose a lot of people. But when it becomes like integrated properly, I think you would be able to have like so many people stay alive. Like the number of total deaths.
Yeah.
And then we'd
even now, like the death.
But that's just a chain reaction, because then you go into pollution and commercial fishing and shit like that, and how much we consume and farmlands and shit like that, and you just think like, okay, we're gonna have too many fucking people here. At that point, we're gonna have too many people. If you cut the
what's your number one? Like, if you could fix one problem in the world, like what problem would you tackle? Like environmental, like pollution stuff,
like that.
Like hunger. Like
no, I'd probably say like
would it be
like ocean pollution?
Would it be something
like ocean pollution
like a
or
population control thing where it's like you would have another planet where you could like sustain life? Like,
well, if it was anything I could do anything, I would just create a plant-based sort of food that is satisfies all of humans. We wouldn't have to eat any animals at all. Like that's something I would do. Yeah. Like that's just something, but like there would be no way. But
that would be like
keep, like
that would be
all
solving
animal
world
life
hunger.
alive. Yeah,
that would be it would be like solving world hunger, right?
That, and it would be keeping all animal life alive.
Yeah, well, there would always be people though that would
on the planet
kill, but then that would run wild too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like animal population control.
What I wanted to bring up actually that we were talking about like people passing away and stuff like that. Same theme. So you remember Kobe passed away January of 2 years ago, I think it was.
No, it was last year.
Or last year, COVID, yeah.
Fuck.
January 8th.
Yeah.
No, I lied.
No,
it's not January.
Something like that. It
something
was
like that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if you heard, but Jordan is going to be inducting Kobe into the 2020 Naismith Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes you think like is he the right guy?
So
like he's the best.
Did you
but,
see?
Like,
did you see Kobe's like funeral and stuff?
Yeah. Well, I didn't see the funeral. I saw that.
But you seen them all like talking and stuff. Like I didn't realize how close Kobe and
Jordan were. Yeah,
I would have thought it would have been like Shaq, because I feel like everybody when they think of Kobe and they think of another basketball player, it's Shaq. But I think they had more of like a competitive relationship.
Yeah, like, but I feel like Shaq and Kobe had a relationship that was like, it's just some guy I used to work with.
Yeah.
That went to go work somewhere else. Yeah. And we had some success together while we were working together. And now he went and had some success somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like that's what I think it was.
Well, that's why. And that's what I think it is. And then I think the Jordan Kobe relationship was more like mentor, like more than just colleagues. Like,
more than just guys that played together for a little.
Mentor.
Yeah.
So I guess it is like a good, like, pick for it.
But then you think of LeBron, right? LeBron was also that sort of like he was the mentor for LeBron, and always this rivalry sort of for the best player in the NBA. And I think
if knock on wood, if it was Bron, I think Dwayne Wade would have done it. If LeBron passed,
Kyrie, Dwayne Wade.
No, there's no way Kyrie.
Not Kyrie.
They weren't close.
Remember,
really. Like recently, Kyrie and LeBron
apparently
had that like beef because Kyrie said like, "Oh, I've never until now I've never had like a clutch shooter like KD."
Yeah.
And then Bron's like, "What the fuck?"
What the fuck are you talking about? No, but apparently like a lot of people are like super close with Chris Paul, and I know LeBron.
Well, the banana boat crew.
Yeah.
You know the Banana Boat crew?
Yeah.
That's like LeBron, Dwayne Wade,
what's the other one?
Chris
Can you search it
Paul,
on Matt?
and I
Like
thought
all
it
of them?
was. I thought it was
The Banana
Is
Boat
it
crew?
Bosch? No.
No.
Oh no, Carmelo
Anthony.
Yeah, that's the. Yeah, see what comes up. I think it was them.
Yeah, right there. Chris
Yeah.
Paul, LeBron. You said them all. No, right there, Matt. Go back up to the picture.
Just the pictures.
Oh, just the pictures.
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah, they call them.
Yeah,
Banana
Melo,
Boat crew because
Wade,
they were-
Paul, and LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
No, I think he was a good player. I think he's was the is probably he's the fucking best, considered the best player of all time.
Yeah.
Who else could you have?
And
like,
yeah, he had a good relationship.
unless you have James Naismith himself inaugurate you into the Hall of Fame, right? There's no other like higher honor. You know what I mean? Or like not even like the commission, like none of those guys.
You don't see it. That's like one of the biggest achievements of your career, I guess.
Yeah, well, at some point, you know that's
he knew he was.
You know you're gonna be in the Hall of Fame after like a certain number of championships. You're just
before he even probably made his fucking number switch.
Oh yeah,
he was in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
He was in there. All of these guys are in the Hall of Fame.
Chris Paul's not.
No, I'm saying like.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe not Melo.
Melo.
Definitely Melo.
I don't know. It's
Melo's the only one I would debate that he wouldn't be.
It depends on like your criteria, right? Like it's like I know like the TNT guys like always rag on like Charles Barkley because he hasn't won anything.
Any chips,
he's never actually won.
Yeah.
Do you believe in that? You have more value by being
No.
on. It depends. It depends. Like, I think it depends if you were like an integral
part of a team.
Part of that, like Kawhi in Toronto, like.
But you still,
he had like that chip added value to him, right? Like
yeah, for sure.
Going through that, like Siakam, like Lowry.
But I still think you need like if you never have.
But
that
like
support,
a Jeremy Lin, like I think Jeremy Lin winning a chip doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he didn't like you were still part of the team. Whatever you contributed, you helped the guys practice. You were like whatever you came on whenever you did, but you weren't. You know,
that
you weren't
guy.
The reason. You weren't one of the
I think if
reasons
you're part of the starting five.
Yeah.
Right? If you're part of the starting five and you're considered one of the best players on the team,
yeah,
and you win the chip, then that's where you get all that praise,
it
right?
helps.
But if you still don't win a chip, you just don't have the supporting cast.
Yeah,
that's just what it is. You just don't have the support, and if you go through your whole career without having
great players,
tons of great players,
so many.
Right? You can go through a whole list of people that just don't have a chip. They're great players.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we're gonna end there for today. Actually, again, Andrew, thank you for coming on the podcast. We got a little heated. I was so excited that we talked about that chimp in the Neuralink. I was so excited. Matt, thank you again for being on the fact checking.
Thanks, man.
If you're watching this, check out the link in the description. We got all of our tags there. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. If you're listening to this, check the podcast out in full video on YouTube. That's it for me and Andrew and Matt. For the 12th episode of the Fresh in the Feed podcast. We refreshed your feed so you didn't have to. And that's it. Peace out.